Mr. Lyon? Mr. Lyon, do you want to present your opening statement?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead. You're recognized for 5 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Chairman Takano and Chairman Tester, ranking members Moran and Bost, members of the committee. Thank you for inviting Student Veterans of America to testify on our policy priorities for 2021. With our mission focused on empowerment and inclusion, SVA is committed to providing an educational experience that goes beyond the classroom. Our goal is to inspire tomorrow's leaders. Our policy priorities come from direct interactions with student veterans. Over the past decade, we've also dedicated significant resources to researching the efficacy and the impact of the post 9/11 GI Bill. The purpose of our research has been to address a straightforward question. What is America getting for its multi-billion-dollar investment in education of veterans? The bottom line is this. Student veterans are among the most successful students in all of higher education. With appropriate resources, this research could be updated annually to better address student veteran success. Take, for example, the SVA chapter at Clemson University. Over the course of the pandemic, their chapter leadership has worked closely with campus career service offices to promote the organizational virtual career fair and professional development courses. Clemson University is home to our 2021 Chapter of the Year Award, and they continue to inspire others with their adaptability and commitment to their community. Well, examples like Clemson are indeed special. They are not unique. Over this past year, student veterans nationwide have risen to the occasion as they always have. Andrew Ho is an Air Force veteran at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. He is a first-generation college student and an SVA chapter president on his campus. Andrew was selected from among thousands of his peers as our 2021 Student Veteran of the Year. And there are so many others with similarly impressive stories of success, service, and leadership. Student veterans have experienced unique frustrations and concerns throughout this past year. Between the pandemic impacting the community of education and a national reckoning on racial justice sparked by the death of George Floyd, SVA chapter leaders have risen to the occasion to lead through these most challenging times, ensuring inclusivity in all that we do, especially for our sisters and brothers in arms, for the Black, Indigenous, people of color, LGBTQ communities. It will remain at the forefront of everything that we do. As it relates to the pandemic, even with these generous flexibilities created by this Congress and the quick support from the VA, unlike their civilian counterparts, student veterans were nearly wholly dependent on schools accurately understanding the rapidly changing VA guidance when making decisions for their entire student populations. While not a whole fix, this is why one of our first legislative recommendations is to codify national emergency flexibilities for GI Bill students. This will allow schools and students to better plan for their future emergencies as they arise. As for the majority of our recommendations, based on what student veterans have told us in recent years and months, we are committed to our priorities having a central theme, and that is the GI Bill is the front door to the Department of Veterans Affairs. Typically, using the GI Bill is one of the first interactions that a newly transitioned veteran will have with the VA and the universe of post-service benefits and programs. This means that a seamless GI Bill process is key to establishing trust and confidence in VA. Much like the Veterans Health Administration's whole health concept for treating the entirety of a veteran, SV advocates for a whole benefits approach for modernizing VA education services. This idea is a big one, but it begins with perfecting all the small steps in the process along the way. With the overhaul of VBA's IT system now underway, VA can focus on continuing to improve customer service, expand communication, quickly respond to beneficiaries' questions, digitize eligibility certificates, reduce the lag between applying for benefits and receiving the first tuition and housing payments, and so much more. By truly embracing the GI Bill as the front door, we open up untold potential for VA to focus on making consistent early outreach with accurate contact information to establish a lifelong connection with the VA. The effects of treating the GI Bill as the front door to the VA will be felt immediately. At Student Veterans of America, we often say that veterans are the ambassadors for military service. Similarly, the quality of the VA service to student veterans is the ambassador for all VA services. We look forward to focusing on this concept as we work with our partners at the VA and our veteran advocate counterparts during the 117th Congress and beyond. Moving forward, the GI Bill as the front door to the VA mentality, we are hopeful that this Congress can focus on addressing some of the lingering basic needs of student veterans. For example, increasing access to childcare is a near universal conversation among SVA chapters. This should come as no surprise, considering that more than 50% of student veterans have children. We thank Chairman, ranking members, and the committee members for your time, attention, and devotion to the cause of veterans in higher education. As always, we welcome your feedback and questions. Thank you so much for inviting Student Veterans of America to testify today.
Thank you, Mr. Lyon.